Death, the opposite of life. Death, the only thing in life that we are assured upon. We will all die. How do we collectively react to death? And what does death mean for us individually? Is it something to be scared of, or is it something to embrace? What can we learn from death? Death is the finality of a life. It is its conclusions. There will be no more adventures after this point. How are we supposed to feel about our own death? And how are we supposed to feel about the death of others in our lives? It's always hard when someone close to you in life dies. It's always the hardest when you die. Our society covers up death. When someone dies, we quickly take actions to remove the body from the situation. Death is disconnected from society. You receive your meats in packaging and don't see the process that it takes to deliver that meat. So our entire society covers up the fact of death, even when it comes to animals. Some groups might be more prepared for death because they encounter death in their lives daily. But for the most of us, we are very disconnected from death and rarely see it. I could die at any moment. Tomorrow, I could get hit by a bus. We never really know our future, and it is really hard preparing for death when we are so busy living life. The first experience people get of death is usually their grandparents, and then their parents. We hate it in society when people die young, when people die before their time. Death scares us because there are so many things we want to accomplish in life. Also, sickness before death scares us. The death itself might not be very scary, but being ill for a time period before your death is a really scary, realistic factor that could play in your death. A lot of people get sick before they die, and that's suffering, and we don't want to spend our lives suffering, so we're scared that we're going to suffer before we die. I don't think many people go, "Oh, death, that's scary," but how death unravels, what happens before your death, that is what's really scary, because you have to live through that, and living through great suffering can be very difficult. And I think we're more scared of suffering than we are of our final moments. Religion plays a part in this because a lot of people don't want their lives to end and just want their life to be a chapter, and they want to live eternally. So they invest themselves in religion, which promises them an eternal afterlife. With an eternal afterlife, my death doesn't have to be so big of an occurrence, because I will continue to live on, albeit in a different form. However, my life will still continue because I invested in a religion that promised me eternal life. Most people take measures in their life to protect them from things that might want to harm them. And some people embrace things that might want to harm them, like skydiving. How does someone involved in extreme sports feel about life? The danger that they bring upon them could end their life at any moment, yet they still choose to carry out these activities. There's a difference between embracing death and inviting death. I smoke cigarettes, and I know that is killing me. This video was actually suggested by a subscriber, so do suggest videos for me to make in the comments. Death is just so final. We can't make any more actions after death. There are no more opportunities for us after death. That is why I make use of the life that I have been given. In society, we shelter ourselves from death, and we allow time for those affected by death to mourn. What does it mean to get over the end of someone's life? Please do like the video. It tells the algorithm to suggest it to other people, so you would be doing me a great service by liking that video. Dying in our old age can also be very scary because as our bodies no longer function as we want them to, other people have to take care of us. And this can feel really bad, having people take care of you physically. I think when people reach about 80 or 90 years old, society is ready for them to die and kind of expects it. It always feels better for someone to die who has had a long life than it does when people's lives are cut short. If they are old, they had the opportunity to make their lives what they wanted it, and that is either successful or unsuccessful. But either way you look at it, they were given the opportunity to make their life what they wanted. Sometimes we start to believe that the people in our lives are there permanently, and it oftentimes takes a death to make us realize the impermanence of people in our lives. People will come and people will go, but life is ultimately very, 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 very long. The person who said that life is short is stupid. We are given a lot of time on this earth to choose what we do with it. And those who think that life is only short have truly not lived it. It's not just the death that we are scared of, it's the disease that comes with it. And our society gets really upset when children are dying. Society tries very hard to give children the healthiest start in life. When children die, we just don't know what to think about it. There is nothing we can really do about our death. Sure, I could stop smoking, and that would lead to a longer life, but our death isn't something we can focus on in life. I can't wake up and go, I'm going to die, or I'm living life, which is dying. Dying is living life. We can't think that way. We have to live our life as if we're going to be alive tomorrow, because the chances are that we are going to be alive tomorrow. And we do have a lot of time with people in this world, because there's a lot of time that we can spend with people in this world, and it's only when we overlook connections that we could potentially have had that we get sad about it. Like if one of your parents dies and you're sad about it because you made no effort in the relationship or something like that. Sophia says to subscribe. Without death, there would not be life. Humans are not immortal creatures. We all just have to accept the fact that one day we will die. It's probably not going to be today or tomorrow, but one day our time on this earth will come to its conclusion. The question that you are going to have to battle is what you made of your life. Death is the finality of life. It is the final action that we will take. But in between, there's a lot of potential. So, what are you going to do now in the present to make your life something that you can be proud of upon your death? How many more videos can I make before I pass away? You can't take anything with you when you die. All of your possessions will be redistributed amongst society. And some people will mourn your passing, but eventually they will get over it. And all that will remain of you is your contributions to society. Just an echo of a time and place in which you once lived. Do join the Discord server. Just search for my video called My Discord Server and join there. I would love to talk to you personally. I think when you build yourself a life that is meaningful outside of your own existence, you stop worrying about death, because whenever death does come, you've already contributed greatly to society, and your time is over, but you did everything that you could with the time to make your life great. A great life is a death that continues to produce fruits even after your passing. I think people that are afraid of death haven't done much meaningfully with their life, and they just need to invest their life in pursuits that offer fruits. Were you the best person that you could be in life? If so, you don't need to worry about death. I appreciate your attention span. Until next time, this is Wendell, signing off.